Well, West, prediction time, Auburn and Kentucky Thursday night game. First Thursday night game in Kentucky history. How do you see this one shaking out?
Well, I'm going to say that Auburn might pull this one out 28-27. I'm only going to say that if Jeremy Johnson plays. I think, you know, having 2 games on the bench here might be beneficial to him to get his head straight. Obviously, he did not perform well in his first 3 games, throwing 6 interceptions, but I believe that Auburn's going to give Jeremy another shot. I think that he could have a big game against this Kentucky defense as long as he can limit his turnovers. You know, obviously Auburn's defense is a big concern, but like we said, I mean, I think this is a turning point in the season, and I think that Auburn can edge out a 1-point win here, and you know, get some momentum going into the following week against Arkansas.
And I've got a 24-21 Kentucky because at this point, even if Jeremy Johnson is to start, which I believe he will, my issue is that there's just too many ifs still. And in going on the road, and yes, it is a Thursday night where it's the first Thursday night in that program history, and it's not a huge stadium, it's not the most daunting place to play, it's not. But, and this is not the most daunting opponent to play, they're not.
Right,
However,
they also went to overtime against
an
FCS team against Eastern Kentucky.
But there's still too many. I know more about Tolles, I know more about Boone Williams. And the fact is, this Auburn defense has had a very hard time against better running backs in any running game really at all. They still have trouble with pass rush, so if they can't develop pass rush consistently, until they show it, is the bottom line. Until I see it from this Auburn defense that they can rush the passer consistently, limit a legitimate running back consistently, and offensively, whether it be Jeremy Johnson or Sean White, deliver to a receiving corps that just lost its best player. Until that happens, I'm going to have a hard time picking them, so that's why I see it 24-21 for Kentucky.